Deseret News Rewind is presented by Tosh, the Orthopedic Specialty Hospital.
Ready here to start off from Roy High School. Herriman with the service. It was Sanford putting it in play. That one couldn't get over the net, and a point given here to Herriman to start things off. Sanford again. Setting up the attack, blocked at the net, but gets over, and Roy responds. A nice play at the net there for the Royals. I think it was Caden Story, the junior, who will now serve for Roy. Set. Roy now at the net, blocked, and Herriman can't get under it. It's a great kill, that time by Tamia Green. We talked about her in the open. Roy here with the early advantage. That ball dug out. Again, setting up Green. Blocked at the net or deflected. Herriman on the attack, nice little tap over, dug out of there by Story. Roy able to get it over. Boy, that one almost a bit of a miss hit. Roy able to get it over with a lot of position. Able to recover nicely, and another nice dig that time for the Royals. It was Charlesworth. That one long. And we have a scoreboard correction. It's actually 4-0. I thought that opening point went to Herriman. They have corrected it. And it is 4-0 here in our first game. Advantage to the home squad. That one sent wide. Another point for Roy. Soft serve, trying to catch Herriman as they were all back, and that one won't get over. Great read on the service that time from Story. As we get adjusted here, Roy still leading here. That ball blocked at the net, but it came across and over. Hatch was there, but Herriman able to score the point. Change for Herriman is Whitaker coming off. That service unable to be handled, and now Roy's just going to have to launch one from deep. They get it over. Great job there by Roy. The attack is blocked at the net. Now Sky Bringhurst with the service for Roy. That one long, kept in by Herriman as they like to play. There's the block at the net, put on by Brittany Hatch. All tapped over. Roy now setting up a play at the net, and there it is, the kill from Hatch again. Service, and we've got a whistle there. I didn't see the call actually. And that one into the net. Carly Thuison's come on here for Herriman as the libero Steele heads to the bench. That service is long and out. 10-3 our score. Service back to Roy. As Deja Archuleta has come on for Roy, in the service by the libero Barcel long, and a point for Herriman. And could use some strong service here from Morgan Haas, the junior. That one unable to be played at the net. Boy, looked like a great attempt set up there for Jasmine Love, and just missed the play at the net. Green with service for Roy. Boy, great kill right there from Thuison. Mentioned her blocking ability in the open, but she strikes from the net. 11-5 advantage for Roy. Jasmine Love with service. Nice dig. Herriman able to get it over, and we rule. I think we had a double touch for Herriman. Brindley Whitaker on for Herriman. Boy, great kill There's Cassidy Nelson. We mentioned her in our open, committed to Laramie Community College. And a strong kill for the Mustangs. See, Herriman has some nice size right at the net up front. Set, over. And that one's sent wide. Tell you what, Coach Pelaez was right there helping his squad out, yelling out, out, out. Hey, listen, 13-6, the Roy advantage. Archuleta, the sophomore, to serve for Roy. That kill blocked right at the net by Roy. Tapped over, now Herriman will set things up. Boy, it was a nice cut there from Herriman, but Roy able to deal with it. As they are running away here in this first set. Nice dig, but no one there for Roy. It was a great job by Charlesworth. Lapuaho on for Herriman here. And we've got a point awarded to Roy. I couldn't tell if they had ruled play into the net. They did not. Tell you what, thought that Herriman would have the advantage at the net, but we've seen Roy be real strong here in this first set. That ball maybe would have been long, and Cassidy Nelson couldn't handle it. Soft serve and some miscommunication. Had a couple players steal as well as Thuisen. Were right there, and they each thought the other was going to get it. That one hit the post. That is out. 18-7, the Roy advantage. He's a little perplexed at the start of his squad here in this one. Said they saw a little bit of rust in their first match against AF. Understandable, first match of the year. As another kill there, unable to be dug out by Steele. We're gonna start going back up, but in this first set, boy, Herriman looking a little off to start things off. That play, long. Crisp, reading things well here in just our first set. Another soft service. They found success on that here in this match so far. That ball sent out wide. Caden Story with the service for Roy. That service as well, long. Jasmine Love back on for Herriman is Cassidy Nelson with service. They could use a good side of service here from Nelson. Nice dig out, and Herriman won't be able to get it over. Set up, nice dig by Love. Herriman able to get it over, but wide. 23-8, bring her service. Sent wide, the kill shot good. Tamara Green able to keep that in play. It was deflected at the net and then fell to the floor. Point awarded, and now set point on the service from Bringhurst for Roy. That one unable to be dug out. Nice job by Herriman. Good response. Malovich with service for Herriman. This ball lobbed over. Herriman able to handle it. Setting up Love. Roy has to get it over. They do. Again, set for the kill. Roy was there, but unable to keep it in was Bringhurst. Malovich again. Roy just sent it over. Tapped over, dug out. Set over to Green. Green lobs it over, and Herriman's able to handle it. Set again. The attack, that in, and the first set goes to the Roy Royals. 25-10, notice sent here by Roy as they win our first and opening set. The ball couldn't be dug out to a teammate, and Roy right there at the net. Might have been Hatch. That attack handled, blocked at the net. Sanford and Malovich were there for Herriman. A big block and a big point early here for Herriman. And for Herriman, almost a sense of giving them some confidence here in the early going. As that ball tapped over, now set up. That ball got deflected at the net. The kill awarded to Nelson. And Herriman with back-to-back points. May have surprised Barcel. As the libero able to dig that one out, but right at the net, and the kill for Malovich. Again, Sanford's service. Set that ball just tapped over lightly by Hatch. Herriman able to handle it. Dug out by the Royals. That ball may have been long. Kept in. Blocked at the net. A big block by Green. And Roy terminates the 3-0 run from Herriman. Bringhurst with service. Blocked at the net, but doesn't get back over. Nelson with the kill for Herriman. Point awarded to Herriman. That ball double touched at the net by Roy. And now it's Herriman with a quick start to this second set. That ball went long, and a point awarded there to Roy. They say Roy did not touch it. I think that was the question, was whether or not it was deflected. And service from Hatch. The ball deflected at the net and out. Point awarded Herriman. Far away from the net, making it more difficult to really attack the defense of Roy, and we've seen a change there in this second set. Set at the net again, and a nice dig by Bringhurst. Blocked at the net, and a point to Roy's. It's Tamia Green with the strong shot. Tamia now will have service for Roy. Well, that one would have been long and out. Steele tried to play it to see how that affects her. Libero and all. Set up for a shot at the net. There was Green able to handle it. The shot deflected, blocked at the net, but goes out. Point for Roy. And they've come back to tie things up at 6 apiece. That shot ruled out, and they say, trying to figure it out, what they're saying. I thought I saw a point to Roy. Yes, it is a point to Roy. Tamia service into the net. Service dug out by Green. That one got over, blocked, and comes down on the Herriman side. Roy taking the lead, and a strong play at the net that time by Caden Story for Roy. Competitive second set here from Roy High School, just what we thought we'd see between a pair of teams that figured would have much stronger 2017s than 16s, and it's looked that way here early as blocked at the net. Couple of Mustangs there, Winter as well as Thewison. Back and forth here. That ball just got over. Nice job by Archuleta. It was a tough shot. Steele, the libero, got it over. Now Roy setting up a play at the net. Boy, what a kill. Unable to be dug out by Steele, and a point for Roy. Blocked right at the net, and once again, we've seen that play a couple times. This time it's Hatch able to go up strong and keep it on the Herriman side. 10-8 Roy. That ball got over to Mia Green. Able to handle it for Roy, setting up another kill attempt, and that one good. Cassidy Nelson. Well, a couple Royals there. I'm not sure who it was. One of them scored. It was either Bringhurst or Green. Green was yelling, "I got it, I got it." Bringhurst thought she had it the entire way. It's 11-9. Story with service. That ball didn't get over the net. Roy strong once again, and it's another Royal run here at Roy High School. Herriman looking for that side out, back over, and that one sent long and out. Herriman saying it got deflected, but not ruled that way. Cassidy Nelson was petitioning that it got deflected. It looked like, I mean, it was certainly close. Play the net, blocked and down once again at the net. Brittany Hatch with the block. It's 14-9. Roy putting some distance between they and the 6A Herriman Mustangs once again. It was 6-3. It's been an 11-3 run. Make it 12-3 for the Roy Royals. And Coach Nicholson trying to figure out how he can motivate his squad. Sophia Silva going to come on here for Herriman. How about the service of Story? Still with it for Roy. That one sent wide. Back over, that ball blocked at the net and out, and there's a Herriman point to end the run. Sanford with service for Herriman. That ball unable to be handled by Hatch. That ball hit the net, able to be dug and got over. Great job by Roy. His body's hitting the wood here, but able to keep the volley going. Back over to Mia Green, and there's the point back to Roy. How about that? Boy, that was a tough volley, and Roy sacrificing the bodies, and it's Green able to finish it off. 17-11. This one lobbed over, a good dig, one-handed by Story, over from Green. Herriman setting up the kill. And that ball in, point awarded to Herriman, and a strong kill right at the net there by Nelson. She'll retreat now and serve for Herriman. Again, trying to keep the Mustangs in this one. Had to fend off a Royal squad that has been full of runs, dug out by Nelson. That ball just tapped over, and the point awarded to Herriman off the play by Jasmine Love. Nelson again with service. Set by Charlesworth. That one gets over. Herriman taps it over. And there's the point for Herriman. Boy, a couple of touches right at the net. Going back and forth. It was a soft touch, but one that awards points. The ball tapped over. Lapuaho was there. That ball unable to be sent over. Tell you what, the Libero Barcel made a great play. And the strong side of service by Nelson continues. There's a kill from Green, dug out of there by Nelson. Trying to help her own cause. That one unable to be kept in off the hit by Lapuaho. Side out. Roy now will have Brittany Hatch serve. The senior has been strong today, especially her play at the net. Strong candidate for our player of the game as Herriman unable to handle that one. Back-to-back points for the Royals. 19-15 advantage, Roy. That ball blocked and over by Green. Set up again for the kill by Love, and that shot Ruling a point awarded to Herriman. I think they said deflected by Roy. But the deflection there awarded over to Herriman, 19-16. Tapped over, trying to catch Herriman. Napping a little bit, but the Mustangs were there. Charlesworth tried to tap it over. At the net, rejected. And Herriman continues to scrap and claw back here within 2. Malovich with service. Boy, the call, I heard it out. But that ball, I think, would have been in. It was a good decision to try to play it, but Roy not alert on the play, and Herriman to within 1. Malovich trying to tie things up, and a double hit. We talk about finding that consistency as Coach Nicholson tells Malovich nothing special, just hit it, just play within the game, and maybe calming down a little bit. A great dig there by Nelson. Green able to dig one out, the kill, and there's the libero. Barcel, and then Roy had a couple players run into each other, and it's Herriman taking the lead here late in our second set. Coach Pillay is trying to call timeout. Our judges didn't see it. Blocked at the net, unable to get over. There's a double hit, and Roy tying things up. Tamia Green now will serve for Roy. Tied up 20 apiece in our second set. Roy trying to take a stranglehold, 2 sets to 0 lead, and that one sent long. Morgan Haas to serve for Herriman. Boy, great kill. I think it was Story who was right there to tie things up here at 21. Charlesworth service is long. And that service wide by Love. Trading points here on serves. Nelson with the kill. Thuesen with the service. Blocked. That ball out of bounds off of Roy. Herriman now with a set point. Game service here for Thuesen. Try to tie things up. At 1 apiece. Hatch blocked. That one got over. Roy trying to scrap back. And there it is. What a response from the Royals. As the game service for Herriman, and Roy able to deal with a couple of tough shots from Herriman. With the service for Roy. Blocked at the net. This one going the wrong direction. Roy able to get it over. Dug out by Steele. Over with Nelson, a soft touch, and how about Tamia Green? That one goes wide, and the second set goes to Herriman, 25-23. They trailed by as many as 6, may have been 7, and fought all the way back to win that one 25-23. Tied up at 1 game apiece. Coming up, Green. Herriman able to handle the attack, and that ball down and good for the Mustangs as they take the 1-0 lead here in our third. Green able to dig it out, set up by Charlesworth. Boy, great play by the libero Steele. And that ball down and in. It's real close to the line. Point awarded to Herriman. Green able to handle the serve. And that set sent wide. Made it for a tough shot for Roy. It was a good shot by Hatch. Sent long. Herriman able to deal with it. Tapped over. Boy, right at the net. And Herriman again. right at the net. It was Lapuaho, I believe, there with the block. And Roy couldn't get it back. It's 4-0, a hot start for Herriman here in our third game. Another point for Herriman as their strong third continues. Roy with troubles now at the net. Charlesworth setting up Story. Boy, a diving steal. That ball a little behind Nelson as she was trying to make a kill at the net. And Roy gets their first point here. Charlesworth setting up Green. Green with the kill and dug out of there by Steele. That ball lobbed over, and we've got a double touch called on the Royals. 6-1 the advantage. Green blocked, and Herriman able to send it over. Boy, impressive job by the Mustangs, able to deal with things much better here in our third set. Charlesworth able to square up. Hatch. And a good volley going back and forth here between these two teams, and it's a point again for Herriman. Quick work as Roy unable to handle the serve, and a timeout taken here by Chico Plays, wanting to talk things over, try to settle his troops down. 8-1 the advantage for Herriman here in our third set, tied at 1 set apiece. Roy got off to a hot start in that first as they're able to get this one over. Now Herriman setting up the counter, and it's blocked down at the net. The talk from Coach Police off to good success here in our third set. Green coming up. Steal there. Boy, she's really settled into this one. And how about that read by Jasmine Love? Able to see the contest at the net and just lob it over. 9-2 Herriman. Green blocked at the net, but on the Herriman side. Nice response from Tamia Green. And if that comes back here in this third set, you have to think they can come right back in this thing and quickly. Boy, how about that kill? Strong from Lapuaho. Morgan Haas with service. Archuleta's shot deflected right there to team up on the block. Herriman has to get it over. Love will do so. Charlesworth setting up Green. Green with the attack, blocked at the net by Thuisen. We mentioned she leads them in blocks, and you see that hide up front for Herriman. Now starting to wear away at the Roy net play. Charlesworth set was behind everyone, and I think it disrupted Story just enough to pull our focus away, and it's 12-3. And just like Roy ran away in that first set, now Herriman giving the Royals a bit of their own medicine from that earlier one. Service is long. Green really powered that one, but sent it wide and long. Point to Herriman. Charlesworth, rather than the set, she'll tap it over. Herriman was there and ready for it. Blocked at the net. Green able to get a paw on it, but didn't have enough to get over. A 10-point lead here in our third set for Herriman. That one into the net. They could use a strong side now from Jocelyn Charlesworth. Their setter is her service sails long. So much about sports or confidence, and after that service, Charlesworth, her head just dropped. Knew she had an opportunity and sent things long, and she'll set this one up. That one played into the net, another point for Herriman. And again, you see heads, some frustration starting to creep in here for the Roy Royals, finding themselves trailing here by 11 in our third set. Boy, great read that time by Archuleta. Able to find the hole in that Herriman defense as they had creeped up, sends it down the line, 16-6. Trying to angle that one to the boundary. Blocked at the net and out of play. Score to Herriman. That one into the net. I think she knew it immediately. Saw her almost trying to push that ball over the net. And point awarded to Roy. We actually had our judges each point a different side, and the farmer said, hey, that was my bad. I meant to give it to the girls in black, 17-8. Ball just tapped over. Good recognition by Bringhurst. And a point again for Roy. And now do they have another Roy run in them? Stay with Story on the service. And a double touch. The supposed Roy run in the third. That one just hit the top of the net. Point for Herriman and side out to the Mustangs. This is where the defense has to shine for Roy. Don't have too many more points to deal with if they're going to come back and win this one. Ball sent over, dealt with well by Nelson on that back line. Speaking of dealt with well, there was Story. Over to Green for the kill, blocked and out. Point to Roy. The senior Bringhurst for Roy. Soft service, Love dealt with it. The kill coming right at Story, and a great shot to gain the point for the Mustangs. Charlesworth setting it up, and point to Roy. His boy looked like almost a soft shot there by Hatch, maybe caught Herriman off guard. As it comes down on the Mustang side, and now Hatch to serve. 19-12. How about that? Great job by Charlesworth. She was nearly in the stands and able to keep that ball in play. Now she'll set up Green. Green with the lob, and a nice job by Sanford. They're ready for it. Charlesworth setting it up. She'll just lob it over. Herriman now coming back. Love and Doug. There by Story. The kill shot good by, I thought it was Green, but tell you what, quite the reaction as well from Story. It was one of them. And Roy, which trailed by as many as 11 here in this third set, now trailed by only 6. Service still coming from Hatch. That kill is out. Point for Roy. Lobbed over, and a great job that time by Lapuaho. Boy, she has made some of those consistent plays tonight. Reading the net well. 20-14 side out to Herriman. Here in our third set. Of course, it's a best of 5, so still more work to do despite the winner of set number 3 here. Again, Charlesworth lobs that over. Love trying to kill it, and a point to Roy. As that one got blocked right at the net. And now Tamia Green, one of the senior leaders for these Roy Royals, to offer service. Love sends it long. Green. Steal. That one into the net. Able to be sent over. Boy, Roy napping a little bit. Tell you what, that looked like an easy opportunity for Roy and gives Herriman the point and a 21-16 lead on the side out. Again, some miscommunication as that ball started to really dive. 22-16, the Mustang lead here in set number 3. Killed, blocked at the net by Herriman. That time it was Josie Cummings. Lobbed over, dug out by Nelson. Herriman will have a chance to get it over. They do. Charlesworth tries to just lob it over the net, and a double touch there by Herriman. I'll tell you what, how about the net presence of Archuleta? Went up strong even though that ball wasn't coming over, but the presence making an impact on the play. Again, Charlesworth aiming for that back corner. Great service, and this one unable to be handled by Herriman. And a point there for Roy. As an illegal attack called on the hit by Herriman, 23-20. And here it is, one of those Roy runs, and that one into the net. Boy, that one, that's big. Set point here for Carly Thueson on the service for Herriman. Trying to go up 2-1. There it is, the ace. And the Mustangs take set 3, 25-20. Boy, a big third set put on by the Herriman Mustangs, winning it 25-20, and now up 2-1 over these Roy Royals, trying to spoil opening night for Roy. Coming back, Green able to get it over the net, dug out by the libero. Steal, what a kill! Cassidy Nelson with force. Sanford with service. Charlesworth. Boy, and that one just touched over ever so softly by Brittany Hatch, who's been really good here today. Bringhurst to serve, and did not serve that one well, knew it immediately. Nelson with service into the net. Archuleta back on. That net front presence. Love, it was deflected. Nice job there by Story to keep it alive, and that time the double hit by Roy. Herriman retaking the lead. Olovich to serve. Archuleta right there, tapped over by Charlesworth. Herriman setting things up. Nelson couldn't get it over the net. Love Coach Nicholson's reactions, talking to his Cassidy Nelson. And again, she's committed to play at the next level and saying, what's this little half arm stuff? Get it up there, a little more power. Good teaching there by the coach, as Herriman able to score the point. Trading back and forth, back and forth. Boy, Charlesworth able to track that one down. She's been impressive, but the hit by Archuleta sails wide, and it's going to be the first 2-point lead we've had here in our fourth set. Herriman looking for some consistent play here. Charlesworth again setting up the attack, and it's a good hit right at the net put on by Story. Rory responding. Again, they have to win this set for us to continue. If Herriman wins this, best of 5, they win the match. That ball deflected at the net. Charlesworth setting it up. Blocked at the net. A couple Mustangs. Thueson as well as Cummings again. Service from Love. Love able to dig it out. And a point there, the double hit from Herriman. Archuleta to serve and does so into the net. Thuisen. Boy, good service as a pair of Royals there. Couldn't handle it. That one couldn't get over. Again, a couple of tall Mustangs there. Malovich and Nelson. Thuisen service. And a bit of a run being put on now by the Herriman Mustangs. Often, and that time it led to their detriment on the play, as disrupted the ability to deal with it. And how about that? Is Bringhurst able to track that one down and just get it over the net. Maybe a bit of desperation, but it works out for Roy. Boy, strong kill that time coming from Nelson. Roy unable to handle it. Sanford service for the Mustangs. Set up well, blocked at the net by Lapuaho. We mentioned the net play for the Mustangs in our opener, and boy, it has been strong here as the night has progressed, as that shot bounces off of a Roy player. Boy, sometimes it's just not your night, and this night is starting to turn south for Roy. Is off to a hot start, but Tamia Green's trying to get out of the way of that one and just couldn't. Charlesworth setting up Green, the strong attack, and again, it's a .1 at the net on the block put on by Malovich. We use that moniker Roy runs, but it is the Mustangs running away here in our fourth set. That one trying to be dug out, and a diving effort by Charlesworth, but unable to keep it in play. 15-6 the advantage, and a timeout taken here by Roy. 15-6 the advantage for Herriman, trying to put away Roy here in our fourth set. Green blocked at the net and then just punched over by Malovich. Is Roy able to keep it in play? The set over and the double touch there will award the point to Roy. Hurst to serve. Nelson there for the dig. Boy, and a great attack. Great hit there by Lapuaho again. A couple of points coming off of the senior. Service by Nelson. And a double touch there. Boy, Roy started strong, but Herriman has gotten stronger as our match has moved on, and looking strong as ever here late. As that blocked. 15-7 Herriman. Setting up Green, able to get it over, but right to steal the libero. Back and just able to get it over. That time was Story. A shot sent wide and out off of Herriman. And Coach Pillais telling his team, we got to get some points here, trailing by 10. They were in a similar situation actually in set number 3, and they came back. That one is out. Point awarded to Roy. That one was close to being deflected out in the net. I thought initially it might have been, but it was not. Soft service into the net and a side out over to Herriman. 6 points away are the Herriman Mustangs from a 3-1 victory. Trying to improve to 2-1 on the season. How about that turn and burn put on by Charlesworth? She's tried it a couple times tonight. Herriman's usually been up to the task, but that time instead of lobbing it over, she tried to get it over and do so quickly and intently, and it worked. Set for Thuisen and dug out by Bringhurst. There's the kill put on for Roy. Back couple points. I was going to say back-to-back. It is back-to-back for the Roy Royals. Green with service. The set dug out of there by Bringhurst as Roy couldn't get over, is blocked at the net, able to do so now as Herriman will set it up. Coming over for Love, Tamia Green just pokes it out of the air. This one's still in play. Charlesworth sends it over, but does so long. Roy trying to get a side out here. Boy, what a kill. How about that shot from Caden Story? A lot of power behind it. And it is a side out to Roy. Charlesworth service. Unable to be handled by Love. Some power on that service from Charlesworth. I couldn't tell if the timing was messed up, but it looked like an opportunity for a kill by Herriman, and they came away from it. The ball ends up dropping. It's 20-14. Nice kill put on there by Cummings to end the mini Roy run. 21-14. Roy, again, they basically need side outs here. They cannot give consistent points up to Herriman. Charlesworth sends it back, and Green can't get it over the net. Herriman trying to close this one out. 22-14. Coming up, and that shot sent long by Archuleta. Service from Love. Blocked at the net by Herriman, and now a match point for the Mustangs. Responsible for that one, match point from Love. Nice job keeping that in by the libero Steele. Archuleta can't get there, and there it is. The Herriman Mustangs drop the first set, 25-10, but then move on 25-23, 25-20, 25-14, and they end up defeating the Royals 3-1. Well, we want to thank you for joining us on this edition of Deseret News Rewind. Again, we will be bringing you girls volleyball all season long. Our debut here today from Roy High School has the Herriman Mustangs defeating Roy 3-1. And our player of the game, we're going to give it to the senior Cassidy Nelson, number 31. Strong today offensively, had a good all-around game. And one of the players that Coach Nicholson thinks can be really big for his squad this season and will need to be if they want to compete for a region title. Congratulations to Cassidy Nelson for being our player of the game. Again, the Herriman Mustangs defeat the Roy Royals 3-1. Thank you for joining us here on Deseret News Rewind, presented by Intermountain Tosh. For Vince Francis, my name is Dane Stewart. We'll see you next time right here on Deseret News Rewind.